Assalamu alaikum. Welcome all to Easy Human Anatomy channel. In this video, I discuss the lateral spinothalamic tract. At first, what is tract? Tracts are the collection of the axons within the central nervous system. There are two types of tract is present: ascending tract, descending tract. So, what type of tract it is? The spinothalamic tract. The location of the spinal cord here, and location of the thalamus is here. The location of the thalamus is just superior to the location of the spinal cord. So the fiber goes from downward to upward. So obviously it is a ascending tract. So what is the difference between ascending tract and descending tract? Descending tract carry a motor sensation from the brain to the effector organ, for example, skeletal muscle. Ascending tract is receive sensory information at first in the receptor, and then by using 3 sets of neurons, it's transmit the sensory information to the primary sensory area of the cerebrum, area number 312, the postcentral gyrus of the cerebrum. So locations of the lateral spinothalamic tract in the cross section of the spinal cord. This is the cross section of the spinal cord. This is inner H-shaped gray matter. This is central canal. This is outer white matter. And this is the ventral horn, which is shorter and thicker than the posterior horn, and the lateral spinothalamic tract present just lateral to the ventral horn of the gray matter of the spinal cord. What type of sensation carried by the lateral spinothalamic tract? Pain and temperature. It's carry pain, it's carry temperature, hot and both cold temperature sensation. This sensation is received by the free nerve ending. This is the free nerve ending. The location of the first order neuron. This is the posterior root ganglia, which contains pseudounipolar neuron. This is the pseudounipolar neuron. It contains one process which is divided into two parts. This is the peripheral portion, this is the central portion. The terminal end of the peripheral portion is converted into receptor. These are the free nerve ending. So sensory information is first received by receptor, free nerve ending, then it's passed through the peripheral process of the pseudounipolar neuron, then the central process, and it entered the central nervous system. This is the H-shaped gray matter. This is the posterior horn, which is thinner and longer than the ventral horn. This particular portion is known as the substantia gelatinosina. It contains nerve cell body, collection of nerve cell body, and in this nerve cell body, to this nerve cell body, the central process of the dorsal root ganglia, pseudounipolar neuron of the dorsal root ganglia is synapse. So this is the locations of the second order neuron. After synapses with the second order neuron, this is the first order neuron present within the dorsal root ganglia. This is the second order neuron which is present within the substantia gelatinosa. Substantia gelatinosa is present at the dorsal horn of the gray matter of the spinal cord. Then the axons of this neuron is cross the side and go to the opposite side, and just lateral to the ventral horn it ascend, and it's go opposite thalamus. Thalamus is the part of the diencephalon is situated in the dorsal part of the diencephalon. It is the collections of the gray matter, and it contains so many nuclei. You know what is nuclei? Nuclei means collection of nerve cell body of a neuron. So these are the ventral posterolateral nuclei, and here the axons of the second order neuron is synapses. So this is the third order neuron, and this is the axons of the second order neuron. Here synapses is occur, and axons of the third order neuron is projected in the sensory cortex. So spinal lemniscus. This is the lateral spinothalamic tract. This is the first order neuron and synapse with the second order neuron. The axon of the second order neuron is cross the site, it's ascent. So these particular portions of the lateral spinothalamic tract is known as the spinal lemniscus. Here the axons of the anterospinothalamic tract is also present. So spinal lemniscus is formed by the both lateral spinothalamic tract and anterospinothalamic tract. The final destinations, the postcentral gyrus of the cerebrum, area number 312. What happened? The lesion in the lateral spinothalamic tract, if this axon is cut here, what happened? The sensation of the opposite side cannot reach in the opposite in the site of the lesion. So lesion is always contralateral. So lesion is always contralateral, loss of the pain and thermal sensation below the level of the lesion, but unable and it is unable to sense, pinprick, recognize hot and cold object. But the light touch and pressure sensation and other sensation like 2-point discriminations, vibration, this type of sensation is still present. So again the summary: the free nerve bending receptor, the peripheral process, then this is the pseudounipolar neuron, then the central process, synapse with second order neuron present within the substantia gyrotossina. It cross the site and ascent. This part is also known as the spinal lemniscus, and the axon of the second order neuron is synapse with the nuclei of the thalamus present in the ventral posterolateral nuclei, and then the axons of the third order neuron is projected into the primary sensory area 312. So this is all about lateral spinothalamic tract.